This is Beaty-Coffey of the Ministry of Uncovered No More. I'm reading a portion of Western Star by Vincent Benet, from pages 19 through 21. Gather the other gamblers, the hungry lords, the splendid casual peacocks of the court, greedy as cuckoos, bold as kingfishers, the men with the little beards and the reckless eyes, who shine and go to the tower and shine again, or die on the headman's block with their hands stretched out and a last fine phrase in the mouth. Have you heard the news from Virginia? Have you heard? The Earl hath a hand in the venture. God bring him shame. He came all hufty-tufty into the hall, a very pious Aeneas in taffety, trussed up to discover marvels, and yet, getting is got by getting. We know the saw, and the old fox would not bark without sure advice. Were there half the gold that he talks of? Nay, but half. I could pull down Coingdon Manor and build anew. I'd have boxwood walks and gods out of Italy, and a mask with Hercules come out of a cloud. Nay, Jason, rather, there is matter in Jason. I'll do it, though I venture £200. Have you heard the news from Virginia? Gather them up, the bright and drowning stars, and with them gather too the clay, the iron, and the knotted rope, the disinherited, the dispossessed, the hinds of the midland, eaten by the squire's sheep, the outcast yeomen, driven to tramp the roads, the sturdy beggars, roving from town to town, workless, hopeless, harried by law and state, the men who lived on nettles in merry England, the men of the blackened years. When dog's meat was a dainty in Lincolnshire, have you heard the news from Virginia? The poor, the reckless, the striving, the broken knights, the cast-off soldiers, bitter as their own seers, the younger sons without office or hope of land, Glover and Cooper, Mercer and Cordwainer. Have you heard the news from Virginia? Have you heard? What swears he'll go, for the gold lies heaped on the ground, and Ralph the Hatter is ready as any man. I keep my shop, but my shop doth not keep me. Shall I give such chances the go by and walk the roads? I am no hind to scratch in the earth for bread, nay, a stocking weaver I, and of good repute, though lately dogged by mischances. They'll need such men. Have you heard from the news? Have you heard the news from Virginia? Gather the waifs of the London parishes, the half-starved boys, the sparrows of London's streets, the ones we caught before they could cut a purse, and bind them out and send them across the sea. They will live or die, but at least we are rid of them. We'll pick the likeliest ones. Boy, what's your name? Good lad, you sail in the Fortune. The fool looks mazed. Well, give him a wash and see he is fitted out. We'll settle his master later. And of course, social media, the lie that in one part of our country, immigrants were killing animals and eating them, dogs, whatnot, has been broadcast by the Republican Party's presidential nominee, who should be taken off the ticket. So Vincent Benet is telling you a real truth where people were really doing that. And the Republican Party are spouting lies to just try to fearmonger that much more middle and lower classes. One is reality. The other, hellish and wicked, and being broadcast everywhere because of social media. So may we vote for that which is more honest than the other in 2024. This is Beaty-Coffey of the Ministry of Uncovered No More.